while. Google as well. I don't have any position on Google, but I'm looking at below 100, which we are right now. So I did pick some up today, and I'll be looking for price to continue to push to the upside as the market continues to favor. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. Now, if this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be talking about stocks. We're going to be talking about the market and what I'm expecting the market to do for this coming week. And however, you know, the Fed actually left rate at 25 basis point, and they did not raise it from where they wanted to because of the market, because of the economy. We're doing good in terms of jobs, and you know, jobs pretty much we're about 3.4% right now in terms of jobs growth. So there's a whole lot of things going on behind doors that we really do not know. Okay, we don't know what's going on behind doors and what the Fed are seeing, right? So the Feds are saying something, and also we're still not thinking about recession at this point. That's what I'm not thinking about recession, because job numbers are good and unemployment rate is very, very low. Okay, and the market is still inching higher, and so many stocks are almost making their 52 weeks highs. Now, looking at the broader sector, looking at the whole market itself, healthcare did good, energy did good, as well as some form of consumer defensive as well. Overall, semiconductor technology, communication services, they all did red. They're in the red zone in terms of Friday close. Guys, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Also, you can follow me up on my stock tweet as well, where I post my analysis, and as well as follow me up on my Twitter account. Now, the first stock we're going to be talking about today is going to be Amazon. But before then, let's talk about the market, where I'm expecting the market to go. SPY is Spider S&P 500 ETF. Right now, we really pull from the 420 area. Okay, that is our resistance zone. We tried to bounce off the 415, but we couldn't, and now back down to 405. So 445, that is our support for now. If we cannot pull through, if we cannot break, you know, 408 again. Okay, so we need to break 408, hold right above it, and we'll continue to push to the upside. But for now, keep an eye out for the 405, 404 area as a support. If it breaks, we'll be looking for 400 on the market. So keep an eye out as well on that market, because we're looking at a very solid trend there as well. Next stock, which I will be talking about, like I said, the first stock, Amazon. Amazon right now, we're looking at price pushing into the 200 moving average. We rejected the 200 moving average, creating and filling up that gap all the way back down. We couldn't get through it. We couldn't get back to 105, and guess what happened? We are back into retesting this trend. Okay, and this trend also has a support around the 50 exponential moving average, which with the doji sign. So I'll be expecting a bounce, some form of a bounce off this area into at least $100. I picked some up again on a Friday close, so keep an eye out for that name, Amazon. Also, AMC has a pattern which is known as the inverse head and shoulder. Okay, so this is the left side, this is the head, and this is the right side. Right now, we need the price to really hold around $5. If price can hold $5, we can bounce back up through $5.64 and then back into $7, where the next resistance is. Okay, WBA, this is Walgreens. They've been closing stores here and there. Also, the last store they really closed is close to me, and SBUX actually acquired that building. Right now we're looking at inverse head and some form of inverse head and shoulder bounce, and see if we can really hold this spot as support. 36 is our support for now, with resistance around 37. Not much of a room, but if we break through this 37, 38 area, we can continue to push higher to retest the $42 spot. Also, we have T-Mobile, AT&T. We're also going to talk about T-Mobile in the next video. AT&T right here, right now, $20. Really failed that $20 zone and back down to 19. 19 is our support for now. If it doesn't hold $19, guys, we're looking at 18.25, 18.50 in the coming days. Cisco as well. Cisco right now, we got support here on Cisco, support here, support here, support here. So I'm expecting a bounce back from that zone depending on the market. Also, INTC Intel, we're looking for support right here around this 2750 2760 area, with resistance around 2850 29. So keep an eye out on that name. AMGN as well, we've really sold off right from the 290 295 area zone back down to 240. So this area is going to be support. Looking at the trend here, this trend line, this area is going to act as support. 240. We've really pushed higher on Boeing, right? So Boeing right now, we are holding a form of a moving average support every single time. Okay, so I'm expecting a hold of this support right now. We're just consolidating around this area to either push to the upside or to break it back down to the 50 exponential moving average. Keep an eye out on that area. Talking about Macy's right now, we're really holding trend at this point in time. So expectation is for price to hold $22 on our support, then we can bounce back to 23. If this area doesn't hold and the market decides to pull lower, we'll be looking at 21 or even $20 in the coming days on that name. General Motors as well, GM right now, we're flagging to the upside, most especially when we have a flag like that, we tend to push to the upside. But if it does break this flag right here at 41, then we'll see $40 easily on that. But overall, I'm looking for price to continue to push to the upside on that name. NWL as well, we sold right off, supported 1350, which is number one every time we get to that spot, right? So right now 1350 held as support, bounced right off into resistance of our 50 exponential moving average. We see if price will reject the $15 zone. If it does, then we can pull lower. Apple, AAPL, also flagging at this point. 150 is our support. If we break 150, guys, 146, 147 will come in easily on Apple. Talking about Microsoft and AI, right now this push was our AI push and the market push. All of a sudden we're pulling back, and where are we coming on Microsoft? We're pulling back to retest our breakout spot. 255, 257, that is the area we're pulling into in the long run. So keep an eye out on that if 260 fail on Microsoft. JP Morgan as well, JPM, support is going to be this trend 140, 139, that is our support. AMED, we're looking at price rejecting that spot, and yes, price did reject that spot. So right now we're bouncing right off the 20 and 50 exponential moving average back to retesting that $100 spot. Okay, so keep an eye out. If momentum comes in, as volume is coming in, we'll see if we can push through this area back into 108, 105. Why 105? 105 is our what? Our SMA, which is our 200 SMA, which coincides with every support resistance right there. so keep an eye out on Ahmed. PG, Procter and Gamble. Right now we're looking at price bouncing off 137.50 area. If it does, then we'll be looking at 140, 141 to come. But overall, we're inching and pulling towards the downside on that name. Nvidia. Why Nvidia? Reason why I brought up Nvidia is because Nvidia actually has been in the overbought zone for a while, and we tapped the 230 zone, which is our resistance. So what I expected was a pullback from that area, and we did, and we broke this trend. We're breaking this trend right now, so look for confirmation on Monday if we continue to fall back into the $200 zone on Nvidia. MCD as well. Donors right now 260 is our support. We're bouncing off that area. If it does bounce, look for 266, 267, and then room back into 275. Also, we're gonna talk about Uber as well. We talked about it last week that we're looking for continuation, and then we got to that spot. That is our resistance based on this trend. So rejected and then back down. Okay, so keep an eye out on Blink as well. Blink right now have this inverse head and shoulder that broke to the downside. See if we can make what I call a double bottom here, bounce from the $10. $10 always act as a natural support or resistance. Talking about a Super Bowl coming in right now, we're looking at support right around 1450. If it does fail the 1550 support on DKNG, but overall look for a bounce around this area because DKNG is the center of the spotting betting on Super Bowl day. Also Walmart, we're looking at price to push through this downtrend right now. 145, 144, 145. Keep an eye out. I think we can push higher back into the 155 or even 160 in the coming days on that name. Starbucks as well. Starbucks have been pushing and pushing and pushing. 108, 109, that is our resistance for now, with support right around our 20 exponential moving average 106. PM as well, Philip Morris. Right now we're looking at price breaking through the 20 exponential moving average. We did close right around that level, okay, just a penny shot. So we're looking for price to really continue to push back into 104. If it does, then we'll continue to push higher on that name. LAZ as well. These ones are dividend paying stock. So right now we're looking at support around this area. So support comes in at 50 exponential moving average, guys. We'll continue to push to the upside on that name. Lucid Motors, Lucid Group right now support is $10. This is our natural support to continue to push to the upside, but if it does fail, look for $9 in the coming days. Also talking about ROGNX, we've always been supporting this area. They also got, about 500,000 shares traded, so I'll be looking for a bounce off this $23 zone back into 24 or 25 in the coming days on that name. MO as well, this is Ultra Group. We're looking for more to the upside. Breaks 47.50, 48. We can continue to push to the upside on that name. CHPT, inverse head and shoulder. This is our bullish looking pattern, so we can bounce right off $11, 25, $11 to the upside on that name. Netflix, they're cracking down on sharing password and ads. So right now we're looking at $3.47 close. If price continue to push lower, we'll be looking at price hanging around the 340 or 330 on Netflix. So keep an eye out on Netflix. I do like Netflix of selling my position off that I have been holding for a while. Google as well. I don't have any position on Google, but I'm looking at below 100, which we are right now. So I did pick some up today, and I'll be looking for price to continue to push to the upside as the market continues to favor long-term holdings. But overall, also keep an eye out on that trend to see if price continue to push lower into $90 zone as well. CROM at this point, we're flagging out of that zone, so see if price hold 165 is our support on that name. Talking about General Electric as well, right now 81 is our zone. We tested the $80 zone, which is our support. See if that area still holds. If it does hold, then we'll continue to push to the upside. If it fails with no volume coming in as we've seen right now, then we can pull lower back into 77.50 or even $5 again. Phase as well. Phase have been selling and selling off, sell off, bounce, sell off, bounce, sell off, and we're looking for the bounce around this double bottom again. So keep an eye out on that as well. NET as well, we're looking at price around $55. If price does come back down, we're looking at $55 bounce on that name. So NET, keep an eye out on that. Also, we're talking about RIVN as well, RIVN. Right now we're failing support, failing 20 exponential moving average, though we have doji. I'll be looking for confirmation on Friday on which direction the stock gotta go. Oracle as well, this is a very solid company, and we've just been pushing to the upside. Right now we're just selling off into our support, so if it does hold this support right here, of which it has been doing for the past couple of weeks, then I'll be expecting a bounce back into $92.50. Also looking at our Unity software as well, looking at price holding the 20 exponential moving average as we're filling the 200 moving average. This has been a fake out breakout on the 200 moving average. So see if price hold here as a support as we continue to build momentum, as we continue to build our position to the upside. And finally, we got 3M as well. Okay, it's not last but the least, the remaining stock, I'm gonna post them up on my Twitter and on my stock tweet like I did show you guys. Feel free to follow me if you like. Okay, also I'll be putting out a lot of chart like this, and you just pick whichever ones you want. You can go on my stock tweet and on my Twitter account, also pick whichever one you like. I'll be chopping them up as well and analyzing them. Right now on 3 a.m. support is 112.50. That is our support for now. If it does go, then we can see 110, but overall this area is our support for the continuation to the upside if it does come. But for now, know that 112.50, that is our support with room down to 110. In case you're picking up that long-term portfolio, picking up that long-term stock holding as well. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic weekend. If you have any questions, concern, you can email me at tradingsuccessjoe